Hi, Preston Sandlin here. I was visiting my grandmother the day after Christmas, and I asked her about her and my grandfather, and my grandfather's passed, but how they met, and she told me the story and all these little details, and I didn't know that, and it was pretty interesting. It was very interesting, and I thought, there's just so many stories like that, and we need to preserve those. All the members of your family are walking, talking curators of family history and stories and things they've thought. And when they pass, with all respect, all those stories and their history is gone forever. So I really feel like we should document as much as we can and preserve it, because it's part of all of us. So that's what this video is about. If you have senior members of your family that would be willing to tell you all their stories, ask about their stories, all their earliest memories, their childhood, each grade. I could go on, but ask them and document it. You could start out as simple as this. You could take an iPhone, and you could get yourself, the big thing is the sound quality. So you could get a lavalier mic, and it looks like this, a lavalier mic, and it has the little three things on the jack. Now I have an iPhone 6. Obviously the newer iPhones don't have the jack, but you could record it to an Android or an iPhone. The next thing is you could do a recorder. I have a Zoom. I do podcasts and things, so this is a great device for recording. When I was a kid, remember the old tape recorders, those sort of things. And obviously the next step up would be like a point and shoot camera, but you want to get one with a really good mic. This is a Canon G7X, and there's all kinds of good cameras, but it's known to have a really good mic. And the great thing about these type of cameras are, you can flip them up and see the actual screen. Not necessarily if you're going to be filming them, but get a good point and shoot camera with a good microphone on it. Now, I've really stepping it up, but you don't have to. You can get pretty good quality with a point and shoot. You can get pretty good quality with an iPhone. An SLR camera. This is a 70D Canon. There's all kinds of good ones. But basically, you can film, and this is a Rode mic, and it just plugs into the mic jack. This is probably the best. This is getting way up there in quality. But it doesn't have to be that way. My whole thing is to preserve all those stories and pass it on to future generations. I wish I knew stories about my great-grandparents and my great-great-grandparents. And I know a little bit from what my grandparents have told me. But, I want to find out all their stories and what they thought, what they lived through. And it's part of us. I mean, it's part of what, the human experience. So ask if you can document your loved ones' stories and preserve it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.